Erilane with BeFiT. Today's short practice will be focused on finding balance. So let's start off first in a comfortable standing position, Tadasana or mountain pose. From here, start to work this pose from the ground up. So ground down through the outside edges of the feet, right? And the ball of the big toe mound. Feel like you're lifting energy up from the floor. So your shins are rocking forward and in. Then feel like you're lifting up the area above the kneecaps and feel your inner thighs pressing back and apart. Your navel draws up and in as your tailbone draws down, shoulders draw down the back, chest really nice and lifted, soften the shoulders and just close your eyes for a moment, right? Feeling this balance. Everything in yoga goes back to this pose, goes back to a neutral spine, right? In a really long standing posture. Feel this energy of rooting down through the feet, but rising up through the torso. Good, softening the eyes closed. Just take one more full deep inhale. Exhale out your mouth. Good, from here, inhale, sweep your arms out and up, palms press overhead. Exhale, draw your hands to the center of the chest. Good, shift your weight into your right foot. Come up high onto your left toes. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Grab a hold of that left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, side body lengthens. And then as you exhale, start to laterally bend over toward the right. From here, you might choose to stay here, or you might play around with lifting that right leg up. Good, let's take one more big inhale. As you exhale, gently come back through center, unwind, hands come to your heart. Good, moving straight to the other side, ground down through that right foot. Come up high into the left toes, taking the left toes out to the left. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Now grab a hold of that right wrist with your left hand. Inhale, lengthen up toward the ceiling. Exhale as you laterally bend over to the left. Start to press the energy into that right foot and then see if you can float the left leg up any amount. Good, let's take one more full deep inhale here. As you exhale, gently come back through center, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms out and up, palms press. Exhale, hinge and fold. From here, put a soft bend through your knees, grab a hold of opposite elbows, just shake your head yes, shake your head no, and start to sway your whole upper body a little bit from side to side, loosening out through the low back. Good, whenever you're ready, just release your elbows and start to make your way into plank pose. From here, set it up so that your shoulders are directly over your wrists. Come up nice and high on your toes, right? Even your tippy toes, so your sternum, your breastbone is reaching super far forward toward the front of the room. Hug in through the midline, this imaginary line down the center of the body that separates the left and right sides. You can always tap your knees down if you need to. Let's just take about 5 more full deep breaths right here. See if you can find Tadasana or standing from here, right? So you're pulling everything into the center of the body. Let's take one more big inhale. Your gaze is forward, neck is really nice and long. Good, as you exhale, contract through the navel, hips press up and back, downward dog. From here, feel like you're reaching the energy up from the floor and just sending it down the back of the legs. Pull the low belly up and in. And let's lift the right leg high as you inhale. Exhale, glide forward to plank pose. Draw your knee in toward your nose. Good, hips stay low. Inhale, just extend the right leg straight back. Good, exhale, cross your right leg over your left. Bend your elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, press up and back, down dog. Good, from the top of the hip, open the hip and bend the knee. Keep the shoulders square. Come up high into the left toes, inhale. Exhale, take your right knee to your right shoulder, to your left shoulder, to your left wrist, to your right wrist. Good, inhale, come up and back, extend the legs straight. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose and step your foot through. From here, your left hand stays down and your right arm reaches up, easy twist. Start to rotate the belly and chest open, gaze to that center right finger. As you're ready, from here, reach your right arm alongside your body. Now shift your gaze forward toward the front of the room. Contract through the navel and extend your left arm alongside your body as well. Keep the chest really nice and lifted. Soft bend through the left knee. Tuck the tailbone, root the tailbone down, and then reach your arms all the way up. Keeping the hips this low, you can keep the soft bend through the left knee or press to straighten out through the left leg any amount. You've got it. Let's take one more big inhale. Good. As you exhale, release your arms alongside your body and press to straighten out through your right leg. Good. Your hands can come down to the ground. Stepping the left foot in, find pyramid pose. Let your head and neck draw down your back. If you need to, blocks can be helpful to raise the floor. Take a few more full deep breaths right here, letting the head and neck drop down as much as you can. Good. From here, hands come to your hips, just come halfway up. Now set it up so that your torso is completely parallel to the floor. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, come up high onto the left toes. Start to bend through that right knee. Shift your gaze forward. Try and fire up through that left leg and extend the left leg straight back behind you. Warrior 3. Good. From here, maybe extending the arms forward. Find this one long line of energy from the back of the left heel all the way out the fingertips. If it becomes too much for you at any point, you can always take your blocks to their highest level, pressing down through the palms. Good. Chest stays lifted. One more big breath in. As you exhale, release your hands down. Find standing splits. Good. From here, keep lifting that left leg up. Again, your blocks can be useful if you need them to flatten out, or maybe walking your hands back as close as you can toward that right leg. From here, you might even grab a hold of that right calf and try and pull the right calf up toward the ceiling as you tuck your chin in, gaze down toward your toes, or all the way back behind you. One more big inhale. Good. Exhale, your left foot meets your right forward fold. Inhale, half lift, side body lengthens. Fingertips can come to the shin or graze the floor. Exhale, keep that lengthen fold. Bend your knees, sink your hips down. Find Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink your hips low, pull the low belly up and in. Gaze up to the space between the palms, spiraling the pinky sides of the palms inward. Good. Shift your weight into the left foot and start to reach your right leg up. Bend your right knee out to the right and bring the hands to the center of the chest. Good. Start to sink your hips down. We call this temple pose. From here, you're more than welcome to stay here or maybe extending your arms straight out in front of you. Keep deepening your breath as much as you can. Again, your blocks can be useful if you need them just to have a little bit of support. One more big inhale. As you exhale, hands come back through center. Slowly come up to standing and release. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, half lift, side body lengthens. Exhale, flatten your palms. Step your left leg, then your right leg back. Find plank pose. Come up high into your toes. Shift your weight forward. Inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows. Chaturanga halfway or to the floor. Flatten through the tops of the feet. Inhale, either finding cobra, pulling the shoulders back, keeping the elbows glued alongside your body, or maybe up dog, pressing down through the tops of the feet, opening up. Last inhale. As you exhale, hips press back, down dog. From here, lift the left leg high, inhale. Exhale, glide forward to plank, draw your knee in toward your nose. Inhale, extend your left leg straight back. Exhale, cross your left ankle over your right. Bend your elbows halfway lower, chaturanga. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, come back. Top of the hip, open the hip and bend that left knee. Come nice and high on your right toes, inhale. Exhale, take your left knee to your left shoulder, to your right wrist, to your left wrist. Inhale, come up and back, extend the leg back. Exhale, step the left foot through between your hands. Your right hand stays down and your left arm reaches up. Rotating and opening through the belly and chest. Take one more big inhale here. Come up high into those right toes. As you exhale, extend that left arm alongside your body. Shift your gaze forward and extend your right arm back alongside your body as well. Good. Keep pulling the low belly up and in. Soft bend through that right knee. Tuck the tailbone, root the tailbone down, and then extend your arms up. Find your crescent lunge. Good. From here, take a deep breath in, maybe pressing to straighten out that right leg. As you exhale, sweep your arms alongside your body. Press to straighten out the left leg. Your hands can come down to the ground. Hop your right foot in, and just let your head and neck bow down. Again, your blocks are there if you need them. Otherwise, just folding forward. Press down through the outside edges of the feet. Feel the inner thighs pressing back and apart. One more big inhale. As you exhale, hands come to your hips. Come halfway up. Good. From here, find this one solid line of energy from the base of the tailbone out the crown of the head. Put a soft bend through that left knee. Come up high into the right toes, and then shift the weight forward. Find warrior three. Good. Fire up through the back leg. Once your hips feel even, extend your arms straight out in front of you. Good. Deepen your breath as much as you can. Again, the blocks are there if you need them. Stay with it. You're almost there. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, just release your hands down. Find standing splits. Let your head and neck draw down as much as you can. Maybe taking that left hand, grabbing a hold of that left calf, drawing the left calf up toward the ceiling as you bow the head in. Let's take one more full deep inhale here. As you exhale, your right foot meets your left, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, side body lengthens. Exhale as you fold. Bend your knees, sink your hips low. Inhale, find chair pose. As you exhale, shift your weight into that right foot, pick the left leg up. Bend the left knee out to the left, hands come to the center of the chest. Good, finding your temple dancer here. Keep sinking the hips low and hands stay together. Maybe extending your arms straight out in front of you. Stay with your breath. Find this one long line of energy. Again, the blocks are there if you need them. Last big breath in. As you exhale, hands come back to your center, come up to standing, and release. From here, inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, half lift, side body lengthens. Exhale, take a giant step back with your right foot. Good, turn your right toes all the way to the right. Inhale, come all the way up, find warrior two. Set it up so that your front heel is lining up with your back arch. Gaze is strong and steady over that front middle left finger. Pull the low belly up and in. Flip the front palm, inhale. Find reverse warrior, keep your side body lengthening. Good, from here just press to straighten out through that left leg. Heel toe your right foot in. Then like you're being pulled toward the front of the room. Release your left hand down and pick your right arm up. Imagine like you're in between two panes of glass, like you can't fall forward or back. Your hips and your shoulders are in the same plane of energy. Good, from here, flex through that right palm. Your right palm comes alongside your torso and release your right hand to your right hip. Gaze down. From here, start to bend through that left knee. Reach your left arm forward, flattening that left hand down to the block or to the floor. Fire up through that right leg. Stack that right hip on top of the left. Maybe extending your left arm up into the air and gazing to the center left finger. Good, breathe as deeply as you can. You've got it. One more big inhale. As you exhale, contract through the navel. Giant bend through that left knee. Find warrior two. Good, from here, just cartwheel your hands down to the mat and step back to down dog. Stepping your right foot through, turning your left toes to the left, warrior two. Good, gaze is strong and steady over that front middle right finger. From here, flip the front palm. Inhale, come up and back. Reverse warrior. Side body lifts and lengthens as much as you can. Feel that torso getting nice and long. Take one more big breath in. As you exhale from here, press to straighten out through that right leg. Good, shift the left hip bone in. Extend that right arm super far forward. Right hand comes down. Left arm reaches up. Gaze to that center left finger. Rotate open through the belly and chest. Feel your right rib cage moving under the left. Gaze is straight up toward the sky. One more big inhale. Exhale, your left palm flexes down. The left hand comes alongside your body. Release that left hand to your left hip. Gaze forward. Soft bend through that right knee. Reach your right arm forward. Flatten through that right palm, taking the right hand to the block or toward the floor. Flexing through that left leg, lifting the left leg up. Stacking the hips one on top of the other. Again, maybe lifting your gaze to that center left finger. Let's take one more big inhale here. You're doing amazing. As you exhale, bend through that right knee. Warrior two. Good, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Step back, find downward dog. Good, and then let's just lower down onto your knees. Take your knees the width of them out apart and find child's pose. Let your head and neck just draw down. I always like to think of this as sort of a cranial dump, right? A good place for you to just let go of anything that's not serving you from the last sequence, knowing that every time you step onto your mat is an opportunity for you to find more growth. Just take a few more full deep breaths right here. Good, whenever you're ready, start to walk your hands in. Shift your hips off to one side. And then find your final resting pose, Shavasana. Flip your palms up and just surrender. Completely letting go. Feel free to remain here as long as you like. Whenever you're ready, gently walking your feet in, rolling off toward one side. Pausing there in fetal pose, just letting your head and neck settle. In your own time, gently pressing the body up. Finding a comfortable cross-legged position. Bring your palms to the center of your chest and softly bow inward. Just finding a sense of gratitude for your practice. Beautiful work, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here on BeFiT. If you'd like to learn more about my teaching, please feel free to check out my website, yoginilaural.com.